Greetings, Pisces. Welcome to your Gemini season reading. Your fourth house is turned all the way up, which means you should stay home. Not because you're running from anything, but because right now, what you need more than anything is emotional safety. Love from people that you would trust with your life. And although you can attract love from anyone, and they may genuinely love you a lot, that doesn't mean that you can put your life in their hands. And I'll tell you, there aren't many people, and you know, there aren't many people. There are some rare people that you find that could literally carry your life. And those people we cherish because they take care of us in times where you just can't take care of yourself, you know? We appreciate those people who help in times of deep and utter need. And it's okay to need help. It's okay to ask for help. You actually should. You should lean on the fact that your vulnerability during this time actually makes you more valuable. You think that it's like being vulnerable is making me look weak, it's taking away from me. No, actually, your vulnerability during this time increases your worth in the eyes of others. So lean into it, ask for help. Say what's going on, say what you need, say what would get you back to the place where you can finally, focus on you again and move forward again. Okay? Now, if you're actually in a really, really good place and you really are just leaning deep into your self-care because you do have this very soft and sweet and somewhat sensual fourth house energy coursing through you right now, you find yourself being a mother to everyone. And it comes easy to you. You actually like that role right now. Just make sure that in whatever ways you end up playing, that responsible role, the nurturing role in the lives of the people that you love, just make sure that it's not taking away from what you have worked for years to build. Because your money is influenced by how you are perceived, but also who's in your sphere. And also, if you become imbalanced because you take on this responsibility for people who, for whatever the reasons are, they just can't hold themselves together during this time. You have to find a balance, because at some point it actually starts to make you look bad, and their unsteadiness starts to rub off on you and affect your money, because you're not gonna get out of the views of others, the public eye. If it's that intense, whatever it is, whatever you do, you're going to be seen regularly. And how you show up, whether you're with someone or you are alone, is very influenced by the people who are sucking on your nipples, right? They drying you out, or are they getting their nourishment and keeping it moving and pouring back into you? Like, what's the situation here? We need to know. Not because we need to know, but because it becomes very obvious that you have taken on the motherly role. And it's like it's it happens sometimes, right? But now, you know, now you have to I know it's going to get you out of it. This is what gets all mutable signs out of the bullshit. When you're dealing with bullshit as a mutable sign in anything, the way out of it is thinking about where you want to go next. You may be the most successful person in the world already, but you want to go do something else. You want to create something else. There's with mutable signs, there's always something on the horizon. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to reprimand anyone, but as you start to think about where it is you want to go and what situations you've attached yourself to that are polluting this expansion, that's when you get stern in the sweetest of ways. That's when you shut things down in the most complete of ways. Not because you need to be in charge. You don't need to be in charge. But you know when the bullshit is a little too loud because you are the sign of loud bullshit. Oh, you want to do loud bullshit? I can do loud bullshit. Trust me. Trust. And I don't know why people try to test who can be louder with the bullshit, you or them. It's always going to be you. It's always going to be you. It's never going to be anyone else because you don't have shame in that way. You don't have the shame that they have. You're not attached in the way that they're attached. They'll always be behind you in that sense. So if they want to be loud with the bullshit, they're just telling on themselves. Why? Why do you want to push my life into this state of disarray? Why do you want my life to be unsteady? Because you're trying to match my energy, you're trying to be like me, or you're trying to be as valuable as me? Weird. Stop. Actually, just be yourself. It's weird. It's really weird. Okay, so as you start to identify this loud bullshit coming from your friends, your lover, your coworkers, whoever it is, and you've been fine with it. It's okay. It's fine. It's whatever. We're doing what we need to do. I know how it goes. It's whatever. I know this is how people can be. Whatever. I know this is how you know my partner can be. Right. I know this is how my coworkers can be. Um, that's all fine until you realize you really want to do something that like you've been waiting to do for like a hot minute, and it's like you haven't had the energy to do it. You've really just been manifesting it within your subconscious, and now that Saturn is in your second house in Aries, it's go time. It's time to do it. It's time to do it bigger. Like people think that you've been doing it and they're like, oh, because you've had Saturn in your sign and you've been, making it happen. And it's like, no, not really. not even close. Saturn, not even close. Saturn in your sign has not People think you've reached the pinnacle. You haven't even scratched the surface of the pinnacle. Not even close. Not even close. And if you're, dealing with people who are just kind of like, I hate to say it, but like riding your dick or whatever, those are the exact people who are gonna hold you back, because it's like, real, you don't even really know what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm not even close. But in their eyes, you're already there. So it's like, you know, what's wrong with a little play? What's wrong with a little messiness? What's wrong with it? And it's like there's a lot wrong with it, because now I have somewhere that I want to go, have something that I want to do, and I can't do it, especially this kind of energy. This kind of energy does not play. Gemini Sagittarius axis, you don't exist in their world unless you're a benefit, an honest benefit, a clear and generous informant, um, a motivational, inspirational figure. You don't exist. So it's really important to lean into this mutable part of you that's like, it's time to go, it's time to fly. It's time to change my life in the way that I want it to be. The past is like, please don't try to hold me into that past version of us. Like, it's done. It's no longer, right? Okay. And it's good. It's good. If they need to sit with themselves to realize that the things in the past will never be the same, that's fine. They'll get it. They'll understand. They'll balance themselves out. They'll understand. But first, you do have to burst their illusions. You do have to call it like it is and set the record straight in this relationship, in this partnership. Um, yeah. And the way that you're going to do it is by opening yourself up to the real collaborators that would be a part of this creation, of this business, of this. What this could be clients, it could be business partners, it could be you hiring someone for your team. So many different things. You're, you know, saying yes to that partnership. Those people that you open yourself up to become this entry point to this expansion for you, financial expansion, spiritual expansion, relational expansion, life expansion that you really, really want now. Yeah. So maybe you're just afraid to rock the boat because you think it's going to make you, cause you to lose something. Um, but you never really lose anything, right? Like, they're still there, but maybe they need to go sit down and time out for a second and get themselves in order. You know what I mean? It's very necessary that you let people deal with the circumstances and the consequences of their actions. Otherwise, they'll always think that it's okay to bring loud BS into your life, and it's important that you set the record straight on that sooner rather than later. Okay? Because we're starting this new journey with Saturn and Aries, and you don't want to carry that, especially into your financial life. Your financial life is booming. Like I said, whether you already are very successful, your financial life is getting ready to reach another level. And the people that you're hanging around or dealing with or loving are about that bullshit, they are going to keep you at the level that you've been at for the past 3 years because they think that's, you already did enough. You know? And it's like, no, we still got more to attract here, to create here. You know, we still got more to build here. You need to get yourself in order and in line so that we can do this and not look like crazy people. You know, we haven't, I'm telling you, I haven't even begun. I'm just beginning. I've been successful, but I haven't been able to feel it. Now I can actually feel it. Please don't come in here ruining it. Please don't. Please don't compete with me when it comes to this level, because it's obvious we're not on the same level at all. And you just look crazy. And now making me look crazy. Stop it. Okay? Yes. Now, when it comes to this money, there are things, business, right? There are things that you've known already that you've been needing to do, whether it's create business cards, whether it's talking to somebody who you know has a job opening, or like you have all of these potential connections that if you just reached out to them, you would be completely open to all of these different financial opportunities and jobs and roles, all of that. Go ahead and get started on that. All that emotional victimhood and sadness and all that, it's the same for you. It's the same for you. The thing that's going to get you out of the past and the sense of, creating, just this self-destructive energy in your own life is by doing those things that you just need to do to take yourself to the next level financially, because that's what you're wanting. You're wanting more finances so that you can invest in more things and you can build more things and you can create more things, not because you're obsessed with money. You're not obsessed with money. It's not about the money at all, actually. Sure, you like nice things more than ever, sure, but it's not what you're doing. Is it actually is, it's not the money. The money is the gateway. And those who run from money or who try to, pin others down around their desire to make more money and to be ambitious and all of that, it's because they don't respect the fact that the finances are the gateway, and you don't need to explain that to anybody. And anyone who tries to tear down what you have going on, it's just obvious they don't understand, or it's obvious they don't want you to reach those places. It's not about you having it. It's they don't want you to reach that place, because in some way it feels like you're taking away from them by getting to where you want to be, when really if they just chilled, relaxed, they'd actually be a beneficiary, a major beneficiary, right? And there's a respect that you really want to have for the people in your life, but it could feel weird as everyone adjusts, because they're just like, what are you really about? And it's like, what am I about? Just look, just open your eyes, you know? So you want to start creating those things, start building those things, especially as Jupiter moves into Cancer starting on June 9th. It's time to take up a lot of space in your career, in your creations, and you can't run from it anymore. It's time to speak. And maybe you do need a little time to like write down, like, okay, like, what's this vision? Like, how do I really want to come across the people? How do I want people to meet me in this energy? And you may need until June 9th to figure that out, and that's totally fine. But when June 9th hits, it's time to talk. It's time to take up all that space. It's time. I like this Cancer for you, by the way. They are not afraid in ways that you are, and you need someone strong like that in your life. They are very healing to you in ways that you don't think you need to, because you've already reached. And it's like, well, maybe you have, but that doesn't mean that you don't need love. Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little more about love. You might be in this place where you're not ready to settle down. because you're processing things from the past, or you just don't want to do the physical work of what it means to be in a committed relationship. And that's fine too, that is totally fine. um you know uh Mars in your sixth house is like, everyone wants a little too much right now. You don't want to work that hard, and so that's fine if you don't really want to open those doors yet to love. Those doors are there, very much so there. But the amount of work, I think you just physically need a break from all of this physical expectation that connections require, and I support that. If you're dealing with a Leo, um, they are, how can I say? They may make you feel like they're ahead of you when really they're actually like not really disciplined. hmm there's a vibe there for sure, but that can be the weirdness between you. It's like, are you really ahead of me, or are you just like trying to make yourself bigger than me, but really like you're just taking up all this space in my energy, but like you're not actually doing anything that you really need to be doing, and you're just kind of feeding off of my productivity during this time. um Maybe take a little space from this person and let them humble themselves and come back to you and realize that you are the one who's helping them. Then they'll fall in line. Okay. This Aries are either on top of the world and the most successful person that you know, or they can't even see their own abundance. They're blind to it. You can help them with what they're unable to see, but ultimately they have to be the ones to step into what they've done, everything that comes with it, and stand strong in it, and they will. It's not your job to fix that for them. You can help them, but it's still not your job to fix it for them. um, and if it feels like they are more focused on something that they're wrapped up in than you, um, and you're just supposed to be the recipient of it, um, I don't know that you want to just, be their wifey type thing, like it's fine, but like you really want to do things together, and they're very like independent energy where they just want to create. They don't want to like do this big thing that you're wanting to do. But that could change, as Saturn gets comfortable in their sign. They can get to a place where they fully embody the responsibility that they've called towards them. So that could change. Give them some time. But if it doesn't, you should move towards what you want. You should go after the connection that merges your lives in the way that you want, and not be their pretty wife or whatever, because that might be the role that, like, once you do it, then okay, we're happy, everything's fine. But then you're still going to be wanting this world, this very public life together, and it's never going to come, right? The Scorpio is they're about that money, and you are too, even if it's in a weird way. You are as well, and so it works. It works really well. Yeah, sure, there's some unresolved issues there that definitely unresolved or newly created issues there that definitely influence the situation. And you don't have to indulge, you don't have to deal with this person, or you don't have to go back down any road with this person at all. But the way that you guys are, this could be here day in and day out, and y'all still making money and making stuff happen. And this is just, it just happens. Like, neither of you are afraid of this. Like, it, I mean, forgiveness, I guess, or whatever, you know? Like, it's that. It's like, yeah, yeah, we know what happens. Sometimes we betray each other, okay? Let's keep moving, kind of thing. This Aquarius is, I don't know, they're kind of spiraling a little bit right now within themselves. Maybe feeling some regret. Um, they're still strong though, right? So, but I think they want to talk about things where it feels like you have to like pull them into the present, and you may not want to do that. This Virgo is they also have a lot of regret here, but they are keeping it light, you know, keeping it fun, working hard as usual, and loving themselves. Even if they hate parts of themselves, they're still making it what they want it to be, as they always do. And you vibe with that. You've always vibed with that. Shame, imperfection, all of that. It's all fine as long as you keep expanding your horizons, pushing the limits. The duality of that is completely fine with you. I'll see you in water season, Cancer season, Pisces. In the meantime, you can schedule private and birth chart readings with me through the link in the description. Bye.